Woohoo, and welcome to a bit of GitHub for Eclipse. So, firstly, I recommend reading this guide here on the GitHub website. It's quite useful, gives you a basic idea what GitHub's about and how you can do things without Eclipse, but I'm just going to use it for a basis for mine. So, GitHub, it allows you to do version control, which means that you can all work together without screwing up each other's work. So you create a repository. I've already done this for our group project, but you can read this if you want and learn about making them. And then the main part is creating a branch. So there's a picture here which explains it quite well. So you have the master branch which goes across the top, and that is the main branch where all the nice code goes. But when you want to add a feature, so I've got my factory class and I've created a branch, and then start making edits to it, and then you commit your changes and it'll go to the branch and say, yep, I've added these changes. And then when you've done all the features you want to add to the master branch, you make the pull request which says, I'd like to put my code back into the master branch, I'd like to add my feature into the main project. And when you do that, it comes up and other people can discuss the changes, say like, oh yeah, I love your code, and then approve it, and it goes and it merges it into the master branch. Hopefully you don't have any conflicts, however it's quite easy to, it shows you where things have changed that you were unaware of, so that shouldn't be a problem. We go to File, Import, Projects from Git in the Git folder, next, Clone URI, and then in here you're going to paste, we shall get it up, this URL here, so you can just click on that, copy, and then paste it in here, and it'll fill all this in. Now what you're going to want to do is fill in here your username and password, click next, and it'll show you the branch you want to take, which will be the master. Take the master branch. Now I've already got this here, but it usually just creates, say, your username, Git, and puts it in there, which is fine. Just leave it like that and then click finish and it'll import it. Click import as project, that should work fine if you're using Eclipse. And then here you go to team and pull, just to make sure that everything is up to date and you've got everybody's changes and you've got all the code. And then you'll magically have all of these things. Woohoo! With all the files in. Okay. So if they're black on the left, that means you've made a change, and it's not in sync with the thingy, with the GitHub. So back to where we were. You can see I've made some changes here, but it's far from complete. You know, it's broken, it doesn't do anything at the moment, but if I want to push it up anyway, so you go to switch to, I've got factory one, but you'll want to do a new branch. So let's say you're doing the machine classes, you can go machine, and then you could name it sort of like add feature something. I don't know what features I'm adding, so I've just named it factory one, so you can do that. There we are, and then finish, and it will create a new branch for you. Okay, you can see here I am currently in the branch example 1, which doesn't have any code in it. That's just the default that's on the master branch. If I go into this branch, you can see I've got code that I've added, and I'm going to go onto team, we're going to go to the example branch, and then we're going to put into the factory class testing. Okay, so you right click, team, commit, and now as long as you got your branch selected, it should push this. So you can see the only one it's pushing now is this file at the bottom, because that's the one I've edited. It'll do that automatically. Testing is the name. Don't put anything on the second line, it doesn't like it. So yeah, just put it on the second or the third line. Whoop. and we're going to commit and push. So the commit bit says, yay, I've got this code, it's a new version, I think. Don't go beyond that. And then the push pushes it up to the GitHub servers. So now if we come up to here and we look at the branches, we have example and factory 1. So in example, we can go down into here, into factory, and we add it to the factory class, and you can see testing. However, if we go back to the main code, it should be the master branch, that won't be there, it'll still be empty. Here we are. So let's say I like this code, you know, I think it's good, I want to put it into the master branch. So here is my pull request, and I create my pull request to say yes, I like it, and you can see the changes that have been made. So there aren't actually any conflicts there. Nobody else has tried to edit the same thing, as you can see here. So then people can come along and say, hey, nice change. If I could type, somebody else could come along and say, oh wait, I needed to do something, I don't know, whatever. People could come along and say, oh, maybe you could add this variable in to make that easier, I don't know. It means that we get lots of review on code, which is always good. We can do better and better and improve upon each other's work, I don't know. So once enough people come along and said, yay, you know, merge pull request, confirm, yes. Okay, so now the branch, the testing branch, made all the changes in, has been merged into the master branch. It's become part of the main project, the master branch, and then we can delete this branch because we no longer need it, because it went in fine to the master branch. And now if we come up to code, we're in the master branch, and we can see that the changes that we made have now been put into the master branch. So GitHub allows you to make changes without screwing other people's work up. When you want to commit, you can compare it with other people's work to make sure it doesn't conflict. It allows you to review each other's work, and then it all goes in and it's all lovely and nice, and it's all in the cloud. So if you have multiple devices, you can just pull down the code and edit it wherever you are.